Welcome back YouTube, this is Taekwondo and we're going to continue playing a bit of Cities Skylines. I will just resume the game where I left last time. So we started out actually improving the city, increasing the density of the buildings within the city, and hopefully we can expand further. So without further ado, let's just continue. So I've not played this game for a couple of days, mainly due to personal reasons. But I feel like maybe doing a bit longer episode this time. So let's see what the situation was again. We have some traffic problems, especially on the bridge and the connection between the two different highways. But that is something to take a look at. But first let's do something and let's allow the city to grow. So we should build more office space. For that we could actually create this district. Let's do that. So this should allow us to gain more office space. Perhaps we should also increase the density of the housing in this particular neighborhood. Of course, we might get some issues again with traffic. And we might even need more office space. Perhaps here. So let's start building another new neighborhood over here. I think we can do that. Perhaps something like this. Let's just make some additional connections. We can do it like this. This should be good. So let's expand the neighborhood. Limits, borders. And we can now actually remove a couple of these neighborhoods and create office space everywhere, because we definitely need much more much more places for people to work. That's important. Because if we have more office space, I'm quite positive that we also need more housing, and that will boost our population levels. And over here we can start laying down some some new housing districts. Definitely this part. And of course, let's lay down some water lines. Let's see, how's water doing? It's fine. Power we have plenty of. It's also good. So I'm afraid that traffic indeed might be the biggest issue currently. Though it's not... it's still doable. It's not that everywhere people are waiting in lines. It's a bit busy though, but... So I think that we can now also remove a couple of these commercial zones. And either have them give them a density increase, so they can now build higher buildings, or allocate what can be built, like office space here. So now we will have more dense commercial buildings and more office space again. So that should also allow our total number of employees to rise. Crime rate is low, fire hazard is decent still, but... Okay, so I will continue actually with the expansion. Let's tear down these houses. As well. We'll start another row of office buildings. Things are looking up. So we've now almost completely filled up our initial terrain. So it might be an idea to buy some new land soon. build some new housing over here. That should have water. And then we might as well actually also remove some of the housing here. Also starts construction of some some new office space. I made a mistake here. I made this commercial, and it was not the intention. Well, we can have those remaining as a commercial, but it should be office. We have some typical Dutch housing here. What we have in the canals in Amsterdam and in Utrecht, for example. Doesn't really fit here in this town, but it's still nice that they made, they expanded the building grid to now also have European houses, which is the only type of housing that you can have in this map that I've started. Hence the name European style, Euro style, in the title of these videos. So I think that we can actually also now start expanding here. Now let's have a look at the school system. We should have plenty of capacity here. That should be not a huge issue. So as you can see already that the entire town is starting to be much more dense. With all these office buildings, these higher density buildings appearing. And we're starting to get some issues with death care again. One thing that we can still now do is we can try and see whether we can create a small new office area here. So that might be a good idea actually. So what I will do is I will design a small area like this where you can have new office space. And then instead of having this street again, might as well actually connect up along this street. I hope at least. Something like this. It's a bit strange, but it should work. And then what we can have here is some more office buildings. And then we can just connect up to some water lines. Everything should be set for this to fill up. Probably also just have some other buildings here. Then we will create the oasis for the other neighborhoods. Which is the agricultural area, Apple Hill. So by now I think we can also start demolishing this small piece of land and increase the density. Medium dense residential. Sharing residence. This is still a super busy street. And I don't really know if we can improve it. We can try and widen. This, but okay, so it's not highway. So perhaps we can do this. Let's have a look. And should we then do with? I think with just pavement. That should be fine. Let's see how the traffic problem now is handled. We can do the same thing also over here. Let's see how it goes. So now we should be able to handle much more traffic. Only bottleneck is the bridge still, but I think the bridge can handle the stuff well. So right now it's still at 11,000. Oh, we are getting a power shortage. Budgets. I don't really understand why the amount of power that we have available is so low all of a sudden. Oh, they don't have any oil. Okay. Okay, so that's the issue. It's likely due to the roads that we actually upgraded. We lost some oil trucks in the process, which should be here for to generate more electricity. Yeah, and these are out of oil. That's the reason. Okay, so let's have a look. These are all pretty low houses in terms of level. So what we can do is actually build a small park. Or playgrounds. That might be a bit better. This should cheer them up. And encourage some upgrades. Look at that. Everything is almost upgrading. Good. Now it seems we have more demand even for housing. So we could start actually to again designate a lower residential area to a higher density residential area. No, we can just keep it as it is. Okay, we can still also expand a bit towards this edge. Then do is actually start out with a park, and then actually add new housing. And of course, these houses need water. So I don't see any issue. is we can remove housing and make this partially office. I think this part can be offices. This might also become offices. Maybe this as well. The rest should be high density residential. It seems we also have some more commercial demands now, so we can also increase the density of some commercial zones. This can become high density commercial. And all of this I think should become office space again. The other part, and then we have, of course, commercial, along with some high density residential. The town is growing. It's not yet the prettiest, I must admit. And perhaps we should also, well, these turbines are still useful. But it is rather cramped. So what I think I will do is I will start buying some land. And perhaps I should buy this part. Large, decent piece of new land that can be developed. And then we can actually make a new highway that will link up to this area. I think that would be a good idea. Let's try and develop that. What I want to make is a tunnel. So first, so this is highway, yeah. That's the city limits. So what I will do, I think, is I will start splitting up the highway here. I redesign this. So we have a highway over here. We should have one linking up like this still. That sounds good. But another one, we should start to tunnel a bit. expensive though, but I think it's worth it in the end. What we can do is we can... The only thing that we want is actually... get out here. Look at that. That's nice, huh? But it is very, very expensive though. That's the only real downside of this entire... entire approach. But I think at some point this will actually help us a lot. These kind of projects are now actually ruining us. And I still have to find a way actually link up here, which might be a bit difficult. Because we have to cross, so we can maybe do this. Let's see, maybe we should get rid of some of these buildings. They're currently a bit in the way. Let's see, so we have a link over here now. Oh, I'm not so sure whether this will work. I'm afraid this will not work. Ah. Or perhaps we should try like this. Then start increasing again. Oh, we don't have enough money. Well, we can do something about that quickly. Let's take this loan. Sorry. So this should work. Yeah, this should work. Yeah, what did we gain? Well, doesn't seem to be a lot though. Very expensive project. Way too expensive if you ask me. Just making 2 new highway connections. But we shall see how it goes. Perhaps later we are happy that this has been laid down. Could be, but at this point I'm thinking it was really a slight waste of money. Because yeah, now we have a connection here, but we should also do something with it. Like this. That work? Oh, it can work. Okay, so we still don't have enough money, but this can be easily fixed if we just wait for a couple of weeks, days. And of course we also should be able to make a connection here, like we have for this. But that is maybe possible. Let's see if we just make a ramp. Can't we just make a ramp? Another alternative would be to just make a ramp like this. That works. also work so that people can actually travel also from within the town using the highway. Okay, so now we should have a decent sum of money again. We can start constructing this new project. New roads, it should be very feasible for us to expand a lot within a quite short amount of time. I think. Maybe an entire new area has been developed. We're still short on money. Power issues again? I think. So we have some cash again, now we can just finish this. And then we start creating new office space and everything we need to have this city grow into the skies. But not really, of course. So just fill these up. We should have some more commercial areas. Of course, we need power. So we just put down a commercial district. Then we can also have some power lines like this. Good enough. And we shall create a new district for this. Yeah. To call. Let's see what the game will generate. This will be some kind of office district, I think. Cooper Park. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's just for now keep it as Cooper Park. We should actually make some plazas here and there. Also make working here a bit more pleasant. fire department. Police maybe not yet, but for sure fire department would be handy. And the fire trucks can move out from here. Look at that. All these houses are upgrading now. So it seems that we even need more industrial office space. As well, just make this also some residential zones again. Seems you need even more office space. are expanding a lot, but we're still not there yet. Probably like that we get to that 17,000 inhabitants mark. Seems to go slowly. Perhaps we should actually again invest a bit more. Build a small elementary school here. That should also help. So we just paid back our loan. Or factories, of course. That's also an alternative. But I'd rather have offices just because they don't need so much. But it might actually be an idea to also create a new industrial area. A pure industrial area, something like this. Still seems like an incredibly small town. Well, it is, of course, inhabitants-wise. I think that we should actually start building a new industrial area. I'm thinking perhaps somewhere over here. This seems like a perfect area. Really great new opportunities. Then we can just do this. Just make some roads to fill up the gaps. We can have water systems. Yep. Or we can build a incineration plant. Should not be a problem. And what we can also do is perhaps we can, at some point we can also connect to the highway here. But for now I think we should just suffice by making this a new industrial park. And this is definitely not going to be cozy heights. This will be factory lane. Okay, we're going to specify industry. Well, we should just have it as a generic industry. Generic industrial zone. This should be good enough. And in factory lane we will have a policy for smoke detectors. Thus we will have a new industrial area here. Plenty of room and space to expand. This indeed pulls in a lot of new residents. So what we are going to have here as well is a residential area. And we're going to have some housing here as well. At this point it's only going to be simple low density housing, but at some point it would likely become medium residential and high residential. So yeah, they don't need lots and lots of workers, and we might actually need more budget for water systems. Let's increase that by 10%. And over here we can just create a new residential area. And of course we can just put down a new school. So that all the residents can receive and we can just might as well put down a new oil power plant, but we do need some time to get the money ready for that. Might as well also put down a new incineration plant. Look at that. The total number of inhabitants is growing. There is now again a huge demand for housing. In our city. Inhabitants. That would make me very happy. Because then we reach the next milestone. Which is the aim we currently have. So just down a park somewhere here. almost like 16,000 inhabitants now and growing. Power shortage again. It seems we're not growing that fast anymore. How's this doing here? Shortage. Yeah, it's the oil shortage. I fear. Come on, we need just 300 more people. And then we reached our goal. And if I reach now 1700,000 inhabitants, I will stop this episode. It has been, I think, already way too long. It's roughly around 1.5 to 2 hours, I think. But anyway, the town is growing, we are expanding. There are some serious issues here and there, that's for sure. The bridge is one. This is still a mess, but I think we can solve that in future. This seems like a well organized but rather boring neighborhood, I must say. It doesn't really look nice, but it is rather well organized. There's plenty of room for all the traffic. And of course we now get this industrial zone. Just a couple more. Okay, so we have again the huge demand of housing. So what I can do now is upgrading these. start losing people, but they will be replaced by houses with a much higher capacity. This can be upgraded. To high density. This can also be upgraded. We're almost there. Just 100 more, and we are at the next milestone. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30 more people, 20 more, 15. We should be there. Yeah, we've reached it. The next milestone, big city. So now we have the crematorium and the water treatment plant. Next level will be at 22,000 inhabitants. It will be a grand city. And we might also next episode put down a unique building, I think. So with that we have actually now reached our goal for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. As I said already, there are some issues in this town. For one, the traffic is becoming an issue, but public transport can help there. And of course, some organization of the town is still a problem. But as you can see, the town is growing nicely. We have covered both riverbanks. We've actually expanded a lot in this episode, in this lengthy episode. This entire neighborhood has been added. We added a new industrial park. We've added a small office area. Which you can just demolish this. But we definitely need to expand further for this town to be successful. I still don't know what to do about this entire neighborhood. It's a very nice enclave a bit now, surrounded by the more denser housing. But it does seem like a nice neighborhood to live though. Quiet, that's for sure. What I actually forgot was to check stuff like age. So what you see is that mostly seniors seem to live here in these houses, whereas families live more here and here. So it does seem that indeed the educational coverage seems to have impact on that. This is entirely... Yeah, this should really be revised and improved. Traffic is a huge issue. public transport, buses for sure. But with that, I would like to conclude this episode, and hope to see you again next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.